How do we release resistance? How do we let go and take our hands off the wheels? How do we stop from feeling the need to control everything around us? I, for one, can tell you that has been a struggle that I've had for a good portion of my life. My life for many, many years felt like it was really out of control. And so I tried to control everything around me as much as possible, not for the sake of trying to be manipulative, but just trying to develop and maintain boundaries. I was the person who lined up the green beans on the plate, who had to have all the laundry put away before I could go to bed at night, who had to make sure every shoe was put away and every toy was put away, every dish in the sink was washed, because I needed to feel like there was some semblance of order and control in my life. Now, there's nothing wrong with doing all those things if it comes from a healthy place, but when we get into the habit of trying to control those kind of things, sometimes we feel like we need to control the outcome that's going to happen. Sometimes that means we do step into trying to dictate and control what other people do. And sometimes it means we overflow control towards ourselves and our behaviors, and it turns into criticism. And so that control turns inward and becomes this negative voice. Sometimes it could be self-deprecation, things that are just not pleasant that we would never say to other people, but we say them to ourselves. I have been guilty of that. And so there has to be a place where we find surrender. Earlier this week, I shared that I try to do my best to hold everything loosely in my hands. It's like the things sit here in my hands and I don't have a tight control on them. I just let them sit there in a state of surrender. I have found for me that is one of the biggest ways that I can find peace in my life. It really helps me to not feel like everything is reeling. And I just trust. It takes faith and it takes trust. It takes trust in yourself and it takes trust in God, in your higher power. Some people like to say, to me, He's my creator, He's my God. And so I just have to trust Him. One of the things He shared with me a long time ago in regards to my kids was, he just kept saying, "Do you trust me?" And I said, "Yes, I trust you." And he asked me that three times. And I said, "Yes, of course I trust you." And he said, "I love them more than you do. And I know them more than you do. And I have them. Trust me." That then was when my kids were teenagers. I have taken that same principle and even applied it to myself and my current situation, my current circumstances. I trust you. You know me. You have me. You have me. You've got me. And so release is the bridge between effort and ease. If we can just release those things, we can just live in more peace and ease. And so I hope that you were able to glean some words of wisdom here. I hope that you're able to take some of these principles and apply them to your life this week. And I will see you tomorrow.